Everyone, and welcome to today's video. This is a B1 level grammar lesson. We're going to be continuing our discussion of the future using going to. Today we're going to introduce the negative form of going to. So see if you can describe this picture. It looks like these women are going to listen to a record, a phonograph album. And now see if you can ask a question about the picture. So Janice wants to ask something to Susan. So what might Janice ask to Susan? Well, she might say, "Are you going to buy the record?" We use going to in question form when we want to question the intent to do an action. Is she going to buy the record? And so then in the future, she either buys the record or she does not buy the record. So the future plus going to in question form, we use the to be verb plus the subject plus going to plus the infinitive. So am I going to drink? Are you going to run? Is he going to eat? Is she going to study? Is it going to snow? Are we going to leave? Are you going to stop? And are they going to watch? So now let's practice asking Greg some questions about the month of February according to his schedule. So see if you can ask Greg a question from February 1st to February 3rd, and then ask him about February 4th. So you might ask, when are you going to look after the kids? Or are you going to look after the kids from February 1st to February 3rd? And then you might ask, what are you going to do on February 4th? Or when are you going to practice guitar? For February 5th, when are you going to play football? Or what are you going to play on February 5th? And February 11th, what are you going to do on February 11th? When are you going to meet Andrew? Or who are you going to meet on February 11th? Let's see if you can ask a question about this picture. So, is it going to rain? We use going to in the question form when we want to ask whether an event will occur. We usually have some evidence that the event will occur. Is it going to rain now? And in the future, it either rains or it does not rain. Now we'll match these pictures to the questions. So are you going to the concert tonight? We go with picture B. Are they going to have a meeting today? Picture C. Are you going to take the train or drive? Picture A. Now, ask some questions about these pictures. Maybe who is going to win the race? Is the baby going to cry? Is the driver going to get a ticket? Is the goalie going to stop the ball? All right, so Aaron is going to Paris, and you can ask some questions using the verbs here in the boxes. The first one is already done for you. Are you going to stay in a hotel or rent an apartment? So go ahead and try the rest of these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So are you going to visit the Eiffel Tower? Is the weather going to be sunny? Or will it be cold? Are you going to rent bicycles to cycle around the city? Are you going to swim in the river, or is it going to be too cold? Are you going to cook your own food? Are you going to sleep in a tent or in a cabin? And are you going to hike up the mountain, or are the children too young? So the children look very tired. Are they going to sleep soon? Your car is very old. Are you going to buy a new car this summer? Your car is very old. Are you going to sell the car after buying a new one? And we are going to the opera tonight. Are you going to wear a dress? It is raining. We have to cancel our trip to the park. What are we going to do at home today? Please take the kids to the park to get some exercise. Are you going to play football or tennis? It is a very long way. Are you going to drive by yourself? Now, in these sentences, you'll need to make the corrections. The first one is done for you. It is very cold outside. It is going to snow. It should be, is it going to snow? So go ahead and try these on your own and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, you always go to Paris for the holidays. Is you going to go this year? It should be, are you going to go? You have an exam next week. Are you going to studies this weekend? So instead of studies, it should just be study. Are you going to study this weekend? He is very hungry. Are you going to prepare lunch? So this should be, are you going to prepare? Because we use the infinitive form. It's 3 p.m. Are the train going to depart soon? Well, the train is an it, so we wouldn't use are, we would use is. Is the train going to depart soon? Your birthday's next week. Are you going to have a party this year? It should be have a party instead of had. Your sisters arrive next weekend. Are they going to stay at our house? Are they going to stay at our house or in a hotel? So here we need, are they going to stay? At our house or in a hotel. The kids are tired and hungry. Are he going to eat before bed? So instead of he, because kids is plural, it should be, are they going to eat before bed? Now describe the picture. Looks like the boy is not going to eat his dinner. So what does Tim not want to do? He does not want to eat his dinner. So for the negatives, you use the subject plus the to be verb plus not going to, and then the infinitive. I am not going to drink. You are not going to run. He is not going to eat. She is not going to leave. It is not going to practice. We are not going to play. They are not going to walk. And you can also use the contraction form. I'm not going to drink. Here the contraction is in the subject, I'm. You aren't going to run. He isn't going to eat. She isn't going to leave. it isn't going to practice. We aren't going to play. They aren't going to come. All right, so now see if you can make some negative sentences about these pictures. Now make negative sentences below. The first one is done for you. I'm not going to watch TV tonight. Try the others on your own and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. They do not like doing homework. They oops, are not going to do their homework unless you make them. My friends are coming over tonight. They aren't going to stay long, maybe half an hour. So I'm not going to read my book tonight. I'm going to watch TV. We aren't going to attend the wedding next weekend because we're going on vacation. They aren't going to play for very long. It's already late and the gym closes soon. Now in these, you'll be choosing either the positive or negative form, whichever one makes the most sense. So I'm not going to wash my clothing today because the washing machine is broken. I am going to throw the ball at the park today. I want to practice my technique for the baseball game. They are going to meet at a cafe. They are going to discuss the project. The family isn't going to ski this year because they do not have their equipment. I'm not going to arrive on time if I do not leave soon. Tomorrow is payday. They are going to put the money into your bank account tomorrow. Now, these are some additional sentences that need correcting. They aren't going to be on time unless they leave now. Oh, they aren't going to be, so we need the word to here. We isn't going to drive today because the car needs to be fixed. We are going to take the bus. Instead of isn't, this should be aren't. Your children are to enjoy the movie. It is too scary. So here it should be your children are not going to enjoy the movie. And the players isn't going to practice today. It is their day off. This should be the players aren't going to practice today. Now, in spoken English only, going to is very often pronounced gonna when used in the present continuous. I'm gonna see a movie tonight. The meeting's gonna start in 5 minutes. I'm not gonna eat anything now. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.